Hello everybody. Can we defeat Corona? Can we defeat Corona? Can we eradicate Corona? I think this question have not been asked by anybody till now. My question is why? Why we are just sitting in our homes, quarantine, having fear of Corona, as if Corona is the boss and Corona is the enemy which can never be defeated. Is it the fact? No, it is not the fact. And I am going to prove it right now in this live. So be live. I will be proving it step by step how this virus is not as dangerous as it is said. It is a powerless and a tiny virus whom we can defeat very easily if we follow these protocols. Unfortunately, nobody is giving attention to these important, very, very important things. I am going to help you focus on these important things today in this Facebook Live. So be there and we'll be discussing something amazing concept, how to eradicate Corona. So now when we are talking about eradicating Corona is definitely not a child's play. Obviously not. And I'm not saying it is easy and it is like this. No. I'm also not saying don't take any precautions, don't use sanitizers, don't use masks. I'm not saying that. But whatever we are doing, we are actually on the receiving end. We are on the receiving end. See, Corona is an attacker and we are the receiver. And not to receive and avoiding to receive infection, we are sitting in our home quarantine as if this is a deadly virus. But let me tell you, all viruses, including this one, are powerless. They are conditional viruses. All the viruses are conditional viruses. Now why? Let me tell you why I am saying that all the viruses are conditional viruses. Right now, wherever you are sitting, wherever I am sitting, there are plenty of viruses right here. Maybe thousands, lakhs, millions, even maybe more. Why they are not affecting you? If you can understand this very, very simple concept, then you can understand how we can easily develop immunity for Corona and Corona becomes completely powerless. And by this we can save India, save whole world. A very simple step-by-step process. I had developed a Corona eradication program. I will be discussing with you how we can do this and see how amazingly practical it is. Probably this will reach the authorities. If it doesn't reach authorities directly, I request you to help me reach to the authorities. Just because this is the need of the time. This is need of India. This need of whole of the world. So let us continue with this. How can we say that this virus is a powerless virus? Is it really a powerless virus? Yes. Let us check it out. As I said, there are so many plenty of viruses in this room. In your room too. Don't fear. Nothing is going to happen to you. Similarly, there are plenty of bacteria here, even in your room, your home, wherever you are, even quarantine. There are plenty of bacteria and viruses. Even inside our body, there are plenty of bacteria. Some good bacteria, some bad bacteria. But they are not affecting us. My question is why they are not affecting us? Can you tell me? Why these viruses and bacteria are not affecting us? So the question is, are these bacteria and viruses autocratic? Do they have a veto power that if they come in contact with this atmosphere, they are going to affect you? Is it like that? No, it is not like that. These viruses are powerless without low immunity. They can only affect you if you have low immunity. If you don't have low immunity, you can be there. You can be there in front of virus. Virus can be in front of you in lakhs. It will not affect you. Does it mean I want you to take risk about it? No. Take all the precautions. Follow social distancing. Follow quarantine. But please understand, virus is powerless without the low immunity states. Now the question is, we got something amazing, right? Virus will be there, and if there is no immunity, it won't affect. Isn't it amazing that virus needs a condition to affect? It cannot affect unconditionally. Now, who is producing this condition? Where the conditions are more conducive for this virus to infect. Wherever there is a low immunity, virus will affect more. Elderlies, those with any diseases, and those with fear, panic, anxiety states, and those taking any medicines like antibiotics, steroids, or any kind of anti-immunity medicines or immunosuppressive medicines. So all those people who are having low immunity are actually the first and the most important and the favorite targets of corona. I'm sure you are not. But then maybe you may be wrong. Because you are watching TV, you are watching media, and media is telling you, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, this is the corona, so many deaths due to corona. This country is on top, this state is on top, this city is on top, this is in red zone, and the corona is now killing thousands of people globally. You are watching this. Watching this is actually programming your mind. Now I am going to ask a very, very important question. Are you ready for this question? If your mind is getting programmed, fear, anxiety, panic is getting installed. Now tell me, if you are in a state of nervousness, anxiety, fear, and panic, your immunity is normal, higher, or lower? Simple question. Obviously low. See, everybody knows stress and immunity are inversely proportional. More the stress, less the immunity. More the stress, less the immunity. Less the stress, more the immunity. Still less the stress, still more the immunity. Can we work on this model? See, everybody, media, then all kind of media, electronic media, newspaper media, and then people around are all creating the bad atmosphere, a negative atmosphere, and everybody is feeling as if coronavirus is going to come to them and infect them, come to them and infect them, come to them and infect them, come to them and infect them. And if this happens, if this is continuously happening in mind, immunity is going to be low and corona is going to spread fast. Because this is the condition which corona needs to spread. And if this is the condition which corona needs to spread, you are already providing the condition. You are already providing the condition, the precondition for corona to spread. Now just imagine, I give you two scenarios. Suppose there are two cities. One city is full of all the people who are in a anxiety, fear, and a panic state. They are panic stricken. They're in a completely negative state of mind. They are having fear of death, and they are actually just thinking of death and death and death. Is one city. Let us give some name, nice name. A panic city. A panic city, right? What do you think? What do you think is happening to the immunity of those residents of the panic city? Can you tell me what is happening? All the residents of panic city are actually having the low immunity states. And if any virus, why only corona? We are just blaming corona. We are inflating corona beyond proportion. So why only corona? If we can just think of any virus, any disease, you will all easily understand that these are the people residents of panic city are going to get infected first. Right? Okay, let me give you something to compare. There's another city. Which will label as happiness city. The people are happy. All people are happy. All are in a good mood. They are happy. They are enjoying. They are dancing. They are singing. And it has the world's highest happiness index. Their earnings are good. Everything is well. What do you think of their immunity? They are happy. They are completely stress-free. They are enjoying their life. And they are not watching this crappy media. They are not watching all this negative news continuously. What will happen to their immunity? Now, if I ask you to compare the immunity of this panic city and the happy city, who will have a better immunity? Can you tell me? I am sure even a person of a very little intellect, or a person of a very little education, or a person of a very little knowledge will also say those who are in a stress, fear, panic, anxiety will have a low state of immunity, and those who are happy, contented, enjoying, and they will have a high immunity. Now this is going to be invariably for any virus. Now these countries are suffering. You think of Italy, USA, Europe, all of the Europe, France, London, and whatever, right from China, India. See, everywhere there is panic and fear. What do you think this panic and fear is going to do to the corona spread? Will it be spreading less or will it be spreading more? What will happen exactly? I'm waiting for you to think. I'm giving you a pause. What will happen to whole of the world in stress and corona infections rampant? What will happen? It will spread faster. And now corona is there, and the precondition required for corona, the lower immunity is already there. Now corona will spread faster. So my question to you, what are you doing? What are you doing to increase your immunity? Or what is your state doing? What is your country doing? What is the world doing to improve the immunity? Unfortunately, not much. Not much is being done to increase the immunity. And this is the biggest problem. There are measures being taken. For example, having sanitizers. Let me tell you, practically most of the sanitizers are not up to the mark. They don't have virucidal properties. Should we use it? Yes, please use it. Please use it. But let us also understand the fact that they do not have the virucidal properties. They cannot kill the viruses. We need to understand that. Do we need to wear mask? Yes, please go ahead. Wear mask. But most of us are wearing masks wrongly. They're touching masks so many times in so many different ways that it is not doing any good. And virus is spreading. The only thing which is actually working is social distancing and quarantine. But it is going to be very difficult in the country like India, where we are a densely populated country. Some cities, some slums are so densely populated that there are lakhs and lakhs of people in just a small distance. We can say the whole of the country's population. I cannot tell you right now. For example, Belarus. The whole of the Belarus population can be seen in Dharavi Jhopapatti. Hardly 5-kilometer area, probably less than 5-kilometer area. Whole of the Belarus people are the same number of people in 2-kilometer area in Dharavi. How can you maintain social distancing in Dharavi? Then the Bandra incidents, so many people just flock around near the local railway station. So in country like India, even in Nagpur, I see there are some slums where it is absolutely impossible to implement the social distancing. So it is going to be very tough. But then it is effective. Please stay at home. Please safe. But my concern, I have a different concern here. Corona is attacking us. We are sitting inside homes doing nothing. Actually, nothing is my worry. See, there is an enemy and we are doing nothing. Why? You will say, sir, there is no treatment. There is no vaccine. What we can do? My dear friend, I agree. There is no treatment in allopathy. I agree there is no vaccine in allopathy. Why not look for other pathies? Why not look for other systems? Are we mentally blocked? Are we blind, or are we monomaniacally focused on one system? Then probably we are doing wrong. I respect allopathic system of medicine. I have complete respect for all those wonderful people, wonderful souls who are working, medical professionals, doctors, nurses, and even police. They are working hard. I have complete respect for them. And I'm talking all this from the respect point of view only. We are doing nothing and they are getting overburdened by their work. Why don't we do something so that they get less burden? Okay, just let me put the scenario. For example, there is viruses all over here, or even in your room, all over the country. Just imagine if we can improve the immunity. If we can improve the immunity beyond a level, what will happen to corona? Come on. If we can improve the immunity to a level where corona cannot surpass, we will acquire something very important called as herd immunity. And once we acquire herd immunity, let me tell you again, this is going to be amazing. Once we acquired herd immunity, this is going to drag away. This is going to throw away corona from any country. Because herd immunity is where there are few people who are having susceptible or less immunity, but most people, approximately 50 to 60% people, are immune to the viruses. And viruses do not get opportunity to spread in the community. So viruses never reach the community transmission level. Viruses never reach that level. So can we achieve this? Or just we are into the assumptions that nothing can be done? Probably we are under assumptions. Probably we are just getting too much fearful. Probably we are actually defeating ourselves before fighting the battle. We are defeating ourselves before fighting the battle. So then the question is, what should be done? What do we need to do? Do we need to just sit in the home as if we are the powerless animal on this planet? Probably not. This is not the thing expected from the most intellectual animal on the planet. We proudly say we have been created superior to anybody else in the world. Where is that superiority? That tiny virus, a powerless tiny virus, is actually defeating you without you being fighting. Now this is happening just because we are limiting our minds. We are limiting our focus only to one system, allopathy. Guys, let me tell you, if vaccines would have been there, vaccine would have been distributed to all, expecting that these vaccines will help us achieve the herd immunity or mass level immunity. But if vaccines are not there, there are some alternative medicines. There are some alternative medicines which can replace vaccine, maybe even in a better way. Then why we are waiting for whole world to end? Why we are waiting for lakhs of people to die? Why we are waiting for so many people to get infected? Why we are not using these alternative measures? Just because it is not a mainstream science. Okay, let me ask you. Forget medicine. Let me put a straight question, a simple question to you. If, just a simple question, if a stress, fear, and panic can lower the immunity, why don't we work on mindset of people to increase the immunity? That's it, simple. Can we do this? It can be done like this. It can be done like this. Then why we are not doing it? Why we are not trying to raise or change the mental state to raise the immunity? Why we are not doing this? This is a high time we need to do. Because, see, it is clear-cut evidence. If you go for a study of psychoneuroimmunology, a psycho means mind, neuro means brain and nervous system, and immunology means the science of immunology. If you go for the science of immunology, we will understand there's a mind or psychology have a definite influence on immunology. So psychology have a definite influence on immunology mediated by neurology. Psychology, brain, neurology, and immunology. So psychology influences neurology, which influences immunology. Why not we use psychoneuroimmunology now? The world needs now. Plenty of research is being done. And the plenty of researches are in the files. We don't need researches in files. No longer. Don't wait for this world to become the most disastrous viral infection of this world. Don't wait for this infection to become the most disastrous infection of this era. Why not do whatever we can? And we can work on mind. See, when you talk of success, you think of rewiring your brain. When you talk of success and failure, you think, oh, psychology. You need to work on psychology. When you think of anything else in the world, business. So if you think of business, you think, oh, we need to work on psychology of the owner and psychology of the employees. When we think of health, gone. Let me take a step back. When we think of disease, you will easily agree, oh, mind is the cause of so many diseases. Stress causes so many diseases. Even experts agree that most diseases are psychosomatic. Even experts will agree that most diseases are psychosomatic. My question, if most diseases are psychosomatic, why not most treatments are psychosomatic? Simple question. If most diseases are psychosomatic, why not most treatments are psychosomatic? Now here is a whole game plan. Forget whatever we have done till now. Forget the big pharma, forget the pharma dominance, and forget whatever this medical industry is trying to portray. Forget everything. Now is the time to implement whatever we can. Be the person who is the person who takes, who is the whatever it takes person. Are you the whatever it takes person? Is your family the whatever it takes family? Is your country the whatever it takes country? Is this world the whatever it takes world? Or are we powerless, helpless, mindless, brainless animals on this planet? I'm very, very saddened by saying this, because if we are like this, we are the biggest burden for this planet. Let us grow up. Let us open our doors and windows of mind, and let us understand we have something very, very powerful. And this powerful is our mind. This can be reprogrammed. This can be rewired. This can be uninstalled and reinstalled. We can change our mind, change your behavior, change your mindset like this. And if we can do this, If we can change our low immunity state to a high immunity state, if we can change our sad, fear, panic mindset to a happy mindset, we can instantly change the immunity. We can instantly develop the immunity. The question is why we are not doing this. This is only one aspect. This is only one aspect of developing immunity. I am going to go beyond this. There are 60 million plus people all over the world who are using homeopathy for their treatment. And in homeopathy, scientifically, there are clearly written evidences that homeopathy can be the most helpful science in such kind of epidemics and pandemics. My question is, why not? Most countries are using homeopathy. You will say, no, homeopathy is actually not well proven. Okay, let me ask you a question. You believe in vaccines, right? In India, or all over the world, every kid gets BCG vaccination. Then why India is almost highest in tuberculosis? Are these vaccines 100% guaranteed to work? Then why do the people or kids who had hepatitis vaccine still get hepatitis infections? Why do the people who got a rotavirus vaccine get a rotavirus diarrhea? Because even they are not foolproof. Do you want some more? Okay. Hydroxychloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine is in demand all over the world. Is there a sure shot evidence that hydroxychloroquine will prevent corona? Check it out. No. It is just a hypothesis. It is a hypothesis. It may help and therefore is being used. See, mind is completely, it is invisible power and it can increase immunity. It is clearly being evidently given in so many researches done by psychoneuroimmunology and mind-body medicine. I can give so many tests and so many testimonials about it. You think stress reduces immunity? Maybe hurt, bereavement, somebody's death in the family, mental traumas, all reduce immunity, right? So reverse of it is going to increase immunity. No questions. Similarly, homeopathy actually is being taken by millions and millions of people. Few people say, no, it is placebo effect. Even if there is a placebo effect, still it is going to help you increase the immunity. What do you think? What do you think the masks are? It is masks actually work on the basis of most people are not wearing right kind of mask. And those who are wearing are touching it so many different times at different places. It is actually not working. It is giving a false security. Sanitizers, most sanitizers do not have antiviral properties. If most sanitizers do not have antiviral properties, how do you really think they are going to save you? It is a huge placebo effect. Plus, some good sanitizers actually working. Some good masks, well worn, actually working. But let me tell you some tragic fact behind this. If you think sanitizers and masks are working, why most of the infections are happening to medical professionals? They are taking all the precautions. I think the sanitizers, the proper use of proper sanitizers, nobody in the world knows better than the doctors themselves. Still, doctors, nurses, paramedics are getting most infections and most deadly infections. Recently, I got a news that one of the doctors, one of the orthopedic surgeon, succumbed to coronavirus infection. He died at a young, hardly. He have a baby, small baby of 9 months, and another baby of 7 years, 6 or 7 years. So he died. He died without any pre-existing disease, and he was taking all the precautions. So it is not just what you think. It is much, much beyond what you think. And today is the time we need to grow up. We need to understand whatever can be used. And if we can use mind as a powerful tool, see, there are many, many advantages of a mind as a tool. Mind is present in every human being. And it is free. It is so economical to use it, right? Only thing is that you need to be taken to a proper process. And this proper process we have started in our app. I will show you. This is our advanced health app. We are given a mind transplant section here. This is the app, and we have given a mind transplant section here. And this mind transplant section is actually for reprogramming your mind. You can go to Google Play Store, download this advanced health app, and when you download, you will not see this kind of a section. See, this is a mind transplant. You will not see this initially. Within 4 to 5 hours, my team will change, and then when you click on mind transplant, you will get these amazing videos. These amazing videos about corona, about immunity, you will get all these videos. And when you get all these videos, you can just sit at home, listen to these videos. There are some mind empowering activities, mind transplant activities. You can just sit at home, have the earphone, sit at home, and actually reprogram your mind to boost the immunity instantly. What is the keyword? Instantly. You can boost the immunity instantly. When you can boost immunity instantly, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? Just because our Prime Minister Modi ji till now have not told about it. Come on. Actually, I'm giving this proposal to Government of India as well. Because the mind is an invisible but most powerful tool present with everybody. You just have to download the app. Download the app and you can develop immunity. Amazing, isn't it? Just imagine, day one, everybody in the country downloads the app, and whole of the India is doing the process of mind reprogramming and increasing their immunity. Do it for 7 days. Do it for 7 days and you will find corona on the back seat. We will be the winner for sure. If we can be the winner for sure, why not to try right now? Why not to use this defeating corona formula? Why not to use this? Why not to save our nation by whatever is possible rather than crying over whatever which is not possible? So with this question, I leave this live here. Tomorrow again I will be live with some different kind of a question on the same. I will go more deeper on the same. How Government of India can implement this, or how the Prime Minister of your house, means you, can implement this in your house. So we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Again 9 p.m. tomorrow. Be ready. Be there. Let us talk. Let us talk about eradicating corona. Let's talk about saving our nation, saving our families, and saving the world. Thank you.